Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Golgari. Just Golgari. That's it. I think the new release of Ixalan did shake up the meta a lot. But one thing that didn't change much was the Golgari deck. I feel like the Golgari deck still is fixated on trying to ramp out and get card advantage with Mosswood Dreadknight, with this little card right here that keeps giving us cards. And then at the end game, we just have some big sort of heavy hitters in the deck. That's kind of the idea of the deck. But we do have some new inclusions to this Golgari shell that I think is going to be very, very useful. So in the 2-drop, instead of Duress, right? Well, Duress was in the 2-drop, but in the 2-drop, instead of having Duress in the deck, I started in the Deep-Cavern Bat. I think this is a pretty good card to kind of hurt our opponent's card tempo or synergy by taking a card from their hand. It's not forever, but it's definitely a small play that we can have to slow them down a little bit if they're aggroing us out of the game, right? Or if they have some endgame combo that we can disrupt. Not only that, though, there's actually a small combo with the Deep-Cavern Bat that I have realized while testing this deck. And the idea is that if your opponent has 2 cards, you play the Deep-Cavern Bat and take the worst card, not the good card, take the worst card. Then we Liliana the other card, so they have to discard it. So the good card, right, gets discarded. The bad card gets tucked underneath the Deep-Cavern Bat, so they can get it back if they want, but it's not that useful anymore. And that's kind of the idea of the Deep-Cavern Bat. It's also very good as a flying lifelinker. So it's got evasion with flying, and it's got sustainability for us with lifelink. So it's a little bit of something. But another important card that got released is the Bitter Triumph. Bitter Triumph is actually a really, really fun card, I think, because what it does is basically Sheoldred's Edict kind of ability, right? We get to destroy a creature or a planeswalker, but this one is targeted, so we choose. The downside, of course, is that we have to either discard a card or pay 3 life. Chances are we're paying 3 life. We don't want to discard our card advantage unless we got a bunch of Mosswood Dreadknights dead in our hand, right? But Bitter Triumph is targeted removal in a time that we pretty need target removal for lots of Planeswalker heavy decks. And then we also have the Preacher of Schism, the card that if our opponent is ahead of us, we get Lifelinker. If our opponent is if we're ahead of our opponent, we get card draw. Very good. And then Sentinel of the Nameless City. This card isn't that crazy of a card, but it's a 3-mana 3/4 in a meta game where a lot of times just having a 3-mana 3/4 blocker is very useful, and it's vigilant. So, you know, it's a perpetual attacker and blocker at the same time. So let's look at the whole deck list. In the early game, we got removal in 2 cut down, 2 Bitter Triumph, and 3 go for the throw, right? I think that's a lot of removal. And then we also have 4 Deep-Cavern Bat to remove our opponent's hand just a little bit. Excuse me. Then 4 Mosswood Dreadknight for card draw. This is either early game Dread Whisper or early game 2/3 blocker. In the late game, you can just cycle back and forth, back and forth. The 3-drop, we got 2 Preacher of Schism and 2 Liliana. So there's instead of 4 Liliana, where we're slotting in 2 Preacher to help us get us our card draw. And instead of 4 Glissa, we have 2 Glissa and 3 Sentinel of the Nameless City. This card can, well, help us map, maybe get land draws, and then also the 3/4 attacker and blocker. Then we have 3 Sheoldred, cut down from 4 to 3 because, well, Sheoldred's good, but a lot of deck has figured out ways around it. We also have 3 Blossoming Tortoise to help us ramp a little bit. And then we have 1 Gix Command. Gix Command is good, but a lot of decks right now is too fast for Gix Command, and a lot of decks does not get hit by Gix Command. So I don't want to have too many in the deck where it might not matter as much. Then we have 2 Virtue, of course, for a black deck. We need that Virtue to have that endgame stick. And then we also have 1 Nissa. In case we had to pop a lot of enchantments and artifacts, Nissa could work. But also, we can get that XX creature every turn, which is pretty good. And then, of course, a land base. Well, we're a Golgari deck. We're going to have 26 lands. So we got 5 Swamps, 5 Forests, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 4 Deathcap Glade, 4 Landward Waste, 4 Restless Cottage. Pretty standard. And then I wanted to put in 2 Mirix instead of 2... Mishra's Foundry, because I feel like this is a slightly later deck, later game deck, so Mirix might work a little bit better, you know, debatable, right? So I don't know if that's gonna play a big factor in the deck, but I do want to try it out. So let's go and try out this deck. Golgari. Is the text on some card too small to read? Well, that's a design flaw. Text on cards shouldn't be too small to read. If it's too small to read, you have too many texts. Alright, we're playing against Killick. They're also black looking. I don't know. We got a Murex. We got a black and a green. 2 Lilianas. 1 black mana. Alright, you know what? We got a cut down. We might be able to use it. We gotta be careful with the Murex. What are they doing? Turn 1. What is this? Die, scry 1, then create a treasure. Alright. That's interesting. Oh, when it dies, scry 1 and create a treasure. Is it a treasure deck? Ow. Will I let him die, scry 1, and create a treasure? I guess I'm playing the Sentinel next turn, right? And then I'm going to play Liliana the turn afterwards. So this will come in. Would I like to ramp him for a turn? Let me tell him I'm thinking. Oh, you know what? I don't want to play 2 turns without playing anything. He gets a scry. Oh, that's actually a better card. Right, he is ahead of me, so I can Preacher. It's also a Death Touch, which kind of forces a reaction. He can go for the Throat this. If that's what he wants. I don't know if he wants to. It's not that scary, but he should go for the Throat this, honestly. If he plays Sheoldred here, it would be very wrong. If he had go for the Throat, Sheoldred here might have been a lot better. But I guess we'll see what happens. He'd go for the Throat now. That's interesting. Another Okiba. He's trying to stop my Lifelinker. Do I double Murex? I guess I can just... fill all my mana this turn, see what I get. Oh, it is a land. Deathcap Blade. Hopeless Nightmare. Do we Tortoise? Should I discard the land?
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
One of your friends has to leave.
I can discard a Boseiju and play next turn. They'll ramp him to 5, but what does Black Deck have with 5? I guess he already has 5. What does Black Deck have 6? I don't think there's much. Let's get rid of it. I don't think there's protection for the Nezumi Road Captain. Oh, he doesn't want to ramp, okay. That's a lot of card draws though. That's annoying. Double turtle! So I have to discard a turtle. It's also annoying. Those are some impactful cards that it forced me to discard. Okay, well this game is not turning out well.
Drop it.
Yeah, we discard a turtle for his land. The thing is, if I don't do it, my Liliana's not being a removal. Right? And the reason why I did that is not because I want to get rid of his cards, but because I want to have a 2-mana, or have a free mana removal on board. Black deck does not have haste damage, though. They have these Hopeless Nightmares, which is a lot better when I don't have a hand. Well, it's a lot better for me when I don't have a hand. So, there's at least that, but I'm kind of stuck on top deck mode. Oh yeah. Bitter Triumph. That's kind of a dead card, right? So I can make him discard a card, I'll discard a card, and then what?
Don't overthink things.
Target player lose 2 life, you gain 2 life, and it gets 2 blood. Okay, I'm at 3. Painful. I can't even play. Alright, well, here's a Mire's attack, I guess. -3/-3 on my own creature. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yeah, he gets some very good filtering. Scry 2. Does this sacrifice as an ability? 2, no. Okay, so we could have countered that by Boseiju it if he wants to do it in response. If I had it in my hand. 2 to the top. Oh boy. Alright, this is gonna be balls to the wall game. Foundry. That's his play. Oh, he's gonna map it out. Show me what you got. Renko's Prank. Top deck land. You can attack me in Renko's Prank and I die, right? Let's see. Yeah, if he attacks me, I will be at 2. I will be at 3. Renko's Prank will kill me. So, anything else I can do right now? No. This is... Alright, GG. That was horrendous. The draws have been abysmal for me, but... Is there a way I could have played it to be better? No, I mean, I think the mills from the turtle and everything just kind of hit the worst things, so... Oh well, that's sometimes how you play Golgari. The Legion of Dusk is the military arm of Alta Turizon. How are you supposed to read all of that? CSE. Hello, opponent. Alright, we're gonna go first again. Am I that bad of a player now? Alright, 3 lands. Card draw, no card draw. Card draw, removal, ramp, and then the endgame guard. So, should be fun. Recruitment officer. Alright, let's see what's going on. I got enough lands, so I don't need to Dreadknight right now. If he plays Thalia, I can cut it down. Now I can put my Dreadknight as a creature, just to not die. I got 5 lands, so I can turn this into a creature. Oh, it's Boros. Okay. Brutal Cathar. A little bit too soon, I think, but hey, you know what? Opponent can do that if he wants to. Do we need to ramp? I mean, we've been drawing a lot of lands. The odds of hitting lands are pretty low. He dropped that Blue Cathar pretty quick, so it does kind of symbolize that he has another one. We get a land, good. We get 2 lands. Alright, Cottage it is. Double Cottage is pretty good. Adeline. For Adeline to do anything, he has to attack. Warden. Okay, he doesn't have to attack anymore. This freaking deck. Swear to God. Bitter Triumph. I can kill Adeline, or I can kill Warden. Let's see. As long as it's 3 or more, Warden has Flying and Vigilance. This does not have Reach, right? This doesn't have Reach either. So, I guess I want to kill the Warden before it gets Flying. Or I can kill the Adeline before it scares me. How many turns will this take? I guess he has to tap himself out to do that every turn, and I don't know if he has the time to do that. I'll pay 3 life. Cure Adeline. I got a Force. Does not feel like he has a Blue Cathar last turn, because he would have played it. And now we're at a different game. He does have another Adeline, I guess. He has to tap a lot of his creatures to do that. Not sure if he wants to. He will probably leave the Recruitment Officer. No? Leave the Adeline? Okay. Bottom deck. Lifelink Vigilance, but not Lifelink. Resolute Reinforcement. Why? Why would you do that right now? I don't understand this. You sure? Do it. Activate only as a sorcery, right? Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright, does our Sheoldred attack here? Do we attack with this? This is a 5/5. He can just block with a 1/1, and then we don't get anything out of that. So I guess we attack with Sheoldred first. Maybe he'll block with the Adeline, and then it will die. And then how do we get through? Oh, the Adeline is scarier than the Sheoldred. Does he have lifelink? I don't think he has lifelink. He can attack us. I need to catch him off guard, right? He'll go to 11. Let's get on our turtle. No, that's just a land. The Adeline may be Vigilance, but he's attacking into Death Touch creatures, so I don't think he wants to do that easily. He will get a flyer, though. He tap his Adeline? Okay. I mean, yeah, it's a Vigilance 4/5. That's for sure. This is the least impactful one. So if you want to Gonjo it, it's not the end of the world. Nighttime is the right time. We're gonna attack with a 5/5 here. I still have enough for Glissa. So I have more life, right? Well, I have the most life. I draw a card and lose 1 life. That's pretty good. If I attack with Sheoldred, he'll just block with a 1/1. Then I won't have a blocker. Let's not go crazy here, right? I think just these 2. Sure. That land's actually pretty useful. Yep. Yep. We can only play 1 spell a turn with Buddha Cathar with Flip. That's pretty annoying. Also, we have a lot of removal, but we only drew 1. A cut down wouldn't help, actually. Oh, we know our go for the throw. Okay. Does he have 2 creatures? Does he have 2 creatures? He does! Jeez! Alright, that's bad. He gets to take one of our creatures out with the Buddha Cathar. That changes how we block, probably. He's probably going to take out the Sheoldred, though, right? No reach, right? No reach. No reach. Let's eat the food. Yep, there's our Sheoldred. Come on, something good. A turtle. Is that something good? If I play a turtle, I only need 2 to activate 1 Restless Cottage. And then the other one can't be activated. But these are all card draw cards when I attack, so maybe I just attack. Do I attack with the cottage too? I don't need to attack with the cottage. It's a good 5/5 right now, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it's better to card draw. I attack with more life, right? That's a land. Alright, it's 1 card drawn. We'll play a turtle. We're gonna mill all our removal. Watch, removal, removal, removal. Get the Bosejuel? No. Oh, at least our Restless Cottage are 6/6. But we are at 12, so gotta be a little bit careful. He might not know. We have both of the cottage can block this turn. If we need to. That's a mistake. Shouldn't have played it. He would have flipped his Buddha Cathar that way. Is it just a Warden attacking? He needs to attack with more than that, or he's going to be on the back foot on my swing. Oh, he's only attacking with that. Alright, we get vampires now. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be painful for him. Minus. Alright, now our card draw actually gains us life. Do I need a blocker though? No. I think I'll be okay. Right? Actually, I can't activate both food anyways. So, oh, just quit. Yeah, that works too. Works for me, you know. I think I'm just doing the math here, and I think if I just attack with all, I don't think he can block. Let's do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll block the 5 biggest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll take. He only takes 5. Man, but he will have to block everything. So, if that's what I wanted to do, but that's not really what I wanted to do, right? Finally, top deck a good card at the right time. Let's try one more game. Golgari is fun, but it's kind of hit or miss a lot of the times. It feels like, but when it does hit, you feel like the deck is it's got answers to everything. All right, it's pretty good in today's metagame though because of all the Caverns of Souls, stopping all the crazy counterspell decks, and also going first is pretty nice. I guess we'll keep. This is a slow hand though. Really depends on what our opponent's doing. Red, okay. Frontliner. Even more okay. Guess, I mean, this won't really tax anything out, right? What can he play next turn that will stop a Mosswood Dreadknight, though? Should I keep up Go for the Throw and Bitter Triumph just to see what happens? Or should I play a Bat? I guess Go for the Throw might be useful if he has... I'm a Patel. Do we take 3 life just to kill a Yoshin frontliner? See what it does. I'm gonna take 4 life for this. Second frontliner. That's... Oh boy. That means that I have to trade. I can't pay 3 life. It's an aggro deck. I think paying 3 life will be bad, but... We'll let that resolve first. Okay, so that's going to be a 2-2 attacking me on both sides. I have to kill one. And he's got a lot of bats. He's going to attack me with 2 mana next turn. He definitely will play something, right? Man, this is where a Cavern Bat would have been very good last turn. 3 lands. Alright, just an attack. He's going to play another one. I'm going to be so mad. Oh, a bat. Kill it. Gets a lot of bats. Lots of bats versus 1 Sheoldred. Who will win? Epicure? Oh man, is Boros Convoke? I think it is Boros Convoke. Feels like lots of Convoke cards, right? Just about one's out. Attack with bats. Resolute Reinforcement. Pretty annoying. I guess we'll put a Sentinel, so that means that we'll tax out his hand. What do you have? Creatures get pumped or card draw. +1/+0 and haste. He doesn't have that many flyers, right? Still. Okay, Boros Convoke. How do we get around that? We need Gix command basically next turn, and then we win. We got 1 of in the deck. Our so far removal have not been the best cards. Go for the Throw is okay. Bitter Triumph was not. Not against this deck. Virtue might be okay. Not great. attack with bats. No blocks. Reinforcement. Yes, play all your reinforcements. Ah, it's a big pump. Bunny corn. I mean, they definitely got the cards they needed. I'm not getting the cards I needed, so that kind of game is never fun. Can I get a Gix command, please? No, I can get land. All right, well, let's pump our bat. Please don't be a land. Preacher. Preacher is good, but... Oh, no, actually, Preacher is pretty good. We need to tax out that card. I almost thought about not doing it, but I need to tax out that card, right? Let's take that out. Preacher's Death Touch. Bodycorn is not trample, Preacher is Death Touch. So, we might have a slight chance. It's not looking great, but it's something, right? Slowly, but surely. Alright, it's going all in. Here it comes. I will block here. And this is a life link, so I'll block here. Sheoldred will block this guy. He probably has pumps. Probably has comeback tricks, right? Is it worth it to pump with block with Sheoldred then? If I don't block with Sheoldred, I'll take an extra damage. I'll take 10 here already, right? So it's pretty risky. No combat tricks. Does mean I get the life link. Creature out. Get a Dreadknight out. No attacks. Fast turn. Let's see what other combat trick he has, because we're on the cusp of losing. Can't attack with both Knight Errants. You can try. Bunnycorn's attacking? Does he have a first striker? I think that Boros Convoke deck is just all aggro, right? Let's see if there are combat tricks. Alright, well, that's blocking here. Blocking here. My Dreadknight will sacrifice himself. So will my Schism, but, you know. Can't let it die in vain. Ooh, that's a good card. But we just hold tight until he kills himself. Resolute Reinforcement, okay. Good thing the Deep-Cavern Bats are lifelinkers, or I would be dead by now. Oh wow, take that! Boros Convoke, no match for the lifelink, and 1 Sheoldred on board. Alright, well, that was an interesting game. If it was not for the bats, we would not have won that game. We stole the 2 best cards in his deck and it stopped him from aggroing us out. That was definitely what we needed. At the point when we needed it. That's not the deck I was looking at. Go back to the decks. That was a preview for future. Alright, and then yeah, this deck, it's been cool. It's been fun. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, Golgari just feels like you're a top decking kind of deck, but there's so many good bombs that when you top deck the right cards, you just win. And that you saw that in the second game. When we top deck Virtue, just 1 little removal got us the game because we have a lot of board presence, and that's just what we needed, right? Preacher is an absolutely amazing card because he gives us card draws when we need it. He gives us lifelink when we need it. So it's double modes. Glissa's a pretty good card. Sheoldred's a pretty good card. I mean, just look at every single card in the deck. I don't think there's any one of these cards you can say there's a bad card, which is pretty good. Pretty amazing when you look at all the cards in the deck. The Sentinel probably did the least, but he gave us a map token that... Oh, actually, Sentinel actually got us the second game, or the third game today. Believe it or not, right? It's not the Sentinel itself, it's the map token. It came into play, chump block so that we didn't die, and then gave us a map token that pumped our bat into a 2-2. Being a 2-2 flying bat helped us basically block all the 1-1 attackers and gain life. I think our opponent played it wrong that game too. He should have just got more aggressive and just went all out attack every turn. I might not be able to withstand that since I was low on life. So... I don't know, but I do feel like this deck does have what it takes to handle all kinds of deck out there. And even if you're going against a control-heavy deck, cards like Liliana, cards like Deep-Cavern Bat really stop your opponent from being able to just keep the board clear and having cards in their hand, right? And Mosswood Dreadknight gives us all the advantage that we need, card advantage that we need in the late game. So, pretty amazing deck. Highly recommend it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys next time.